Hi, I'm Rob and it's Guild Wars War 3. Today we're up against Ritami. Red Raphael is the first opponent. Let's have a look. A Child of Summer, First Mate Axel Luba, Yaogwai, and what's this? Secrets of the Crypt. Steals life from the two weakest enemies and summons a random undead. So this is all about Yaogwai mainly. A very dangerous troop, dealing damage to the first two enemies boosted by his life. Steal 4 magic from both enemies, transform all purple to red. If he gets to do it twice, can often result in death. So a really cool troop that, I really like it a lot. Double mana converter, converting brown to red, starts battles with full mana, and blue to red. So yes, got to be wary of that. True damage is good against Yaogwai because it obviously affects his life immediately, thus reducing the damage of his spell. So I may go along that line. Sunspear class, let's have a look. Freeze from the start, a root trap, deluge. Right, so I'm not going to use that. That's just a team to just sit there to make sure I didn't do an accidental button press onto battle at the start of the game and start with a random team. Don't want to use my no chance Adoni team. This is not bad. True damage from the Grey King. Going to get 50% start with the Ghost Queen. Let me just check their life. 89, 79, 106. So, yeah, 2 casts of my Grey King will be enough to do the job on them 3. Destroys all gems of a chosen colour. The gems are matched or removed as if they were full effect, as if they were matched. So basically that will feed my Ghost Queen if I choose to do that on green. Then do that damage. Right, so that's not bad. Might go with that. Archer class, then tangle them from the start, give me a 50% start, not too bad. Elementalist class could be good for this. Geomancer would be good as well. Yeah, I'm not going to go Archer class for this. I'm going to actually switch to... I'm in 2 minds between Elementalist and Geomancer. I want to go Geomancer. Lots of brown benefits from this. Gain 1 life for each brown ally, 50% start, reduction from damage from skulls, serendipity, anti-magic sphere, tactician is good, rock solid is excellent. Tree of knowledge, when matching green gems, we'll be doing that. And a fortitude. Yeah, let's roll with this. Banner, +2 brown, +1 purple, -1 yellow for this. Let's dive in. Daughter of Ice is a natural counter to one of their troops. Like this one here converts brown to red. This one does blue to red. Daughter of Ice does red to blue. Obviously the opposite of blue to red. But if blue to red is good for them, then red to blue must be good for us. So all we have to really think about is this one so much. Right, so brown to red. Let's concentrate on that first. Brown to red is a no good thing for them, so that's good. And blue to red. You check these virtually every single round. Right, so they are both nothing spectacular. They get a small benefit from that one there, but nothing great. But it also means basically that our Daughter of Ice doesn't get a good start either. But hey, we'll kind of take that. Right, so let's, can't really mess this one up. No vertical drops here to disrupt that one there. Oh, good. See what happens here. If I take this yellow one, that's going to drop the brown to there and give me blue as well. And the trouble with that is I don't quite know what's going to happen to the board. Could set them up, it's possible. Hey, but I'm going to roll with it. I'm living on the edge. And I've got a 4 match out of it. Happy days. Red to blue, little match there. Nothing great though. Again, could cast my Mountain Crusher, but it's a bit of a Hail Mary, a bit of a punch in the dark kind of thing. You could get some mana for your team, but at the same time completely set up the opposition, which you don't want to do. So let's check these again. Brown to red. Nope. Nothing doing for them on that. And blue to red. Small benefit there, but I could take this blue and take that away as well. So I am going to do that. That didn't cast. How bizarre. How bizarre. But I will take that purple. After I've checked this, brown to red, you've got to do it every single round. Even the slightest board change can sometimes result in a big catastrophe for you, potentially. If they do cast that and mess it up, then basically it can help set you up. Right, we are frozen on green, so I don't want to do that, which is a bit annoying. But I'm going to do this on green anyway, so all those green are going to be removed when I cast my king. So I'm going to do it on green. Kiaboosh. Silenced, mana drained, frozen. The whole shebang, and a lot of true damage at the same time. So a really nice defense for that. Right, Mountain Crusher. No brown in the bottom section at all, apart from after the first 3 lines, no brown at all. So don't want to cast that just yet. Red to blue though. Very nice. Absolutely, thank you very much. Right, I can't knock this opportunity to get rid of their green troops, but I will do a little bit of skull damage first. Always good to mix it up and get a bit of extra damage. All undead allies gain 2 armor and magic when matching 4 or more gems as well. Completely unnecessary, but we'll do it anyway because we like power. Now, the cool thing about the Grey King as well is when you destroy all the gems of that chosen colour, you can actually have a look and see if you can generate an extra turn from it. Like, we can get an extra turn here anyway by grabbing this anyway, but when you destroy green, in this instance, you can actually look around and you can predict fairly well like how the board's going to change. Like I could choose a brown here if I wanted to, and it's going to affect brown enemies, so it's not what I want, but you could actually get a skull hit out of that at the same time and an extra turn. If that was green, that would be absolutely fantastic. It's not, but hey, we're going to wipe out 3 of their troops now, so I cannot say no to that. So go on, matey boy, do your thing. Now we've just got the hero to deal with. Steals life from the weakest 2 enemies and summons a random undead. So let's, what should we do? Should we steal mana first because he's near to cast? I think we might. Alright, now there's a lot of brown scattered everywhere. So not many brown there, but because they're spaced out nicely, this should generate quite a lot of mana for the team. Right, and this guarantees I'll get my king up. So why not do that? And he's getting a little bit excited. What colours does he use? Red and purple. So can we get any extra mana from this? Let's just do it on purple. In kaboosh. A nice comfortable win on the first match. See how many points that was worth. 3,229. You're going to have to wait, Fairy. 3,229 Guild Wars points. Battle 2 is against Nikki Trunk. Okay. We have Warlord class, Black Manacles, Fornessa 2 times Carmina. The dangerous thing about Black Manacles is that 20% chance to devour a random enemy. Don't want this casting if we can avoid it. Dealing damage toward is one thing, but the Devour is an absolute game changer if that comes in. Really, really dangerous, so we do want to stop that from casting if we can. In Warlord class. Okay, so no fast start on this team, so time is on our side on this one. Because if I stuck with the same team, we're using their prime colours as well, like purple and brown. So whatever's good for them will be good for me at the same time. So in a race, in a mana race, if you like, I should win that hands down with this team. Fornessa will do some initial damage. Deal damage to an enemy equal to their attack. Starts battles with full mana. And Carmina, if she gets to cast, will create 4 skulls, 4 Doom Skulls, and 4 Uber Doom Skulls. And if an enemy is death marked, create 1 more of each skull. So it does have death mark an enemy when an enemy dies, but yeah. If we can keep them entangled and beat them to the race on mana, then we should be okay. So I'm going to stick to the same team, but I will change the class for this. Changing the class in a lot of these Guild Wars fights is really essential to give yourself a better chance. Nothing's ever guaranteed in Guild Wars. Sometimes if the game decides you are going to lose, you're going to lose. But you've still got to give yourself the best chance that you can. Just check this is the correct set of stuff. Root Trap Essential, just in case Carmina gets to cast. Backup, yes. All vines, might as well. Dodge, why not? Bit of dodgy move. Dodge is all good. Yeah. So, yeah, it's okay. It's all about the root trap, really. So we'll equip that. Right, so that should still be good then. So we're always in purple. So when I choose purple for my Grey King, that'll be affecting every single one of them, as well as charging up the Grey King himself. So, yeah, pretty cool. Right, let's dive in. Faunus is going to give me a bash to start with. Oh, is she though? Let's have a look. Red to blue. Nothing going on that immediately. Close but no cigar. So we'll take this, see if it changes any of that. There's a lot of red to blue there. There's so much of it, in fact, I'd like this straight away. No 4 matches, but there's enough there for that to be justified casting. In fact, it's almost overkill, because I don't need loads for my king. And if that's a mana surge, then the king will be up. But they don't care about blue either, so hey ho, let's do this. And we've got a nice little extra wallop out of that. Happy days. Right, so we're going to choose purple for this. It's affected everybody. Messed them right up. Just got to get our king charged again. And it's happy days. There you go, that was that 15% chance to kill. Came into effect there, I think. Let's grab that, it's just going to be a skull wallop. That's the king up. And we'll hit him with purple. And she's nearly gone. Faunessa. What we got? Looks like the Ghost Queen is going to get the glory. No, the hero's going to pinch it with a skull wallop. Ghost Queen did not get the glory. But there you go, that was a fairly straightforward one that time. Very speedy, that one. Not too bad at all. And it was 1,405 Guild Wars points. Battle 3 is against Weeweeor. Oh, Elementalist class, all green team here. Dangerous, Leprechaun starting battles with full mana, exploding green gems. King Avalon has a summon and does damage to all, gives all elf allies a 50% start with mana. Phenoxia creates 9 green and 9 blue and does damage to all. And very dangerous weapon this, Essence of Evil, inflicting all negative status effects on an enemy and exploding gems of their mana colour. And we're in Elementalist class for this. Stun, freeze, burn, entangle a random enemy on 4 matches. Can be a real pain this. So I'm not going to go with this team. The combination of Elementalist class and Essence of Evil, and the fact that they can just get lucky with that off the bat, get some 4 matches, and then have that Elementalist effect on us means I want to cleanse in this. And I might play this safe. I might be a chicken and pull out the cheese. I'm going to pull out the Edam. Edam, the only cheese which is made backwards. Do you see? Right, no chance Donny cheese team, but I'm going to want to cleanse in this, so I'm going to swap out that weapon. Chuck in cleanse. brown, obviously. And Doomed Sledge. Heavy splash damage to an enemy, +4 per tempering level. Stun all brown enemies and cleanse all brown allies. Explode 4 gems if the enemy had a Doom. Explode 3 more. So it's there for that cleanse, excuse me, that cleanse mainly. Let's see if the upgrades are handy on this. Create a Dust Storm. Splash damage. Doesn't sound much like deal splash damage, but it's really good for taking away barriers and stuff like that. Stun the first enemy. Yeah, not great upgrades, but better than a punch in the face. Shall I take this all the way? Shall I use one of my things? I think I should anyway. Got enough of them. Let's get it to +10 just because. Right, so we'll have that. The tower is here just because it does a random status effect on a random enemy when an ally casts a spell. That can be really good, especially with a looping element of Charlestoni. And Zernabog is there for the Dust Storm. Conjure a Dust Storm when its turn begins. And can be there for some emergency mana. Could put another damaging troop in there or a summon maybe. But we should be okay. And yeah, Geomancer essential for this. 50% start on all our troops. As long as we get some brown or yellow to start with, then we are off to the races. Let's make sure I've got plus brown on this, I think it was. Hammer, anti-magic, tactician, rock solid, tree of knowledge. What's that there for? Right. Oh, that's not too bad. No. Yes, no, yes, definitely want fortitude. Yes, right. Let's see if we can cheese them to death. Alright, so 2 options of a 4 match. Not frozen on these colours, so let's see if I can pick up some yellow or brown at the same time. Doesn't look like it. Right, so let's do that. Pretty much got to do that. Right, they are about to cast their Leprechaun. But be kind to me, game, and give me a mana surge on yellow. And we can let the games begin. No! Didn't get it, but it's okay. Got it here. They're going to cast their Leprechaun, but hey, oh, Mr. Redknapp, I wasn't even looking. Concentrate on what you're doing. Right, who do we hit first? The hero is particularly dangerous. We are frozen on brown though, so we kind of need that to happen pretty quickly on all these brown. Right, I'm going to cast my sledge next to get this frozen thing off. Don't want to be frozen. Let's wall up the end of that. This storm really helping the brown for this team. Alright, let's take out Vanoxia. Yeah, this game's won already. Right, nice effective team that. Don't need to get this sort of thing if you don't need yellow. How much damage am I going to do here? 65 plus 4 per tempering level, so that's 40, so that's 105. It's not going to kill him in one go. So let's soften him up with Charlestoni and give the hero the glory. Pretty straightforward in the end. Nice one. Let's see what that was worth. 1,513 Guild Wars points. Battle 4 is against Kiwi Max. And we have... oh. We have Ferocity, A Child of Summer, First Mate Axoluba, and Doomed Opus. This looks like this was meant for Red Day, so sorry this person. Looks like you made you forgot to change the team around. This is definitely meant for Red Day. Ferocity, dealing damage to an enemy and a random enemy boosted by his life, attack and armor, and if the enemy uses red, deal double damage. And give 4 to all skills on all Tauros allies when matching 4 or more gems is really good. As is deal double skull damage versus red enemies. The idea of this team is You use these two to convert a brown to red, and that charges up the team, Frosty included and Doomed Opus, and then you create a big mix of red gems and skulls for every red enemy. But I'm not going to be using red, so this is definitely meant for a red team, so it's a little bit unlucky, so unfortunate for that opponent here. So yeah, definitely meant to be a red team. So I'm going to just stick with this team for this, I think, out of slight respect for this person who accidentally picked the wrong defense, I think. Wouldn't it be funny if I still lost? Well, not actually funny, but you know what I mean. Right, anyway, let's grab these 4 matches. Can start getting the brown mix now. If you're going to cast your Charleston, there's almost no benefit to looking at this, because actually convert brown to red. Actually, you've got to be a little bit careful of that, because that is going to give them an awful lot of brown if Charleston fails to get a 4 match. But having said that, we have got a Dust Storm. The chances of that not working are pretty remote. The maximum amount of brown possible, combined with the fact that we're doing got a Dust Storm at the same time, is pretty good. No, I don't want to do that. I was going to give him a Skull Bash, but let's cheese him out of the way first. Get our Frosty done, then we can start picking on the rest of the opponents. We'll always take something like that when it's there though. Very handy indeed. What I'll do now is actually pick on the, you can't pick on the opponents either side because that one's stealthy, but ordinarily because of the splash damage, you want to cast that on the troop in the middle. You can still actually hit that opponent with it, so we'll soften them up a little bit first. Then we'll soften them up a little bit. That's going to do over 100, so we need to do Charleston one more time on this one. And I think we need to do one more time on that one. Then we can cast our this. Just going to go to both of them, soften them up. And we can use Charleston to finish off. Or this. That'll do. Right, that was okay. Bit cheesy, but it works. It's about winning on Guild Wars Day. There we go, 1,648 Guild Wars points. Last opponent is Kazmar. Oh, this is interesting. I've got a what I call a Centurazul team I created when Centurion came out, which was a mixture of Zulgoth, Centurion, Gimlet, and the weapon. I'll use it on a red day, use a red weapon for that. But this is a core remix. We're using brown, really good. Doomed Codex, dealing scatter damage +4 per tempering level, then a mix of 6 brown and skulls for every brown enemy. So if they get to cast that, if the top troop isn't entangled, we are going to be in a world of pain really quickly. So that's got to be stopped. Elementalist class, 4 matches are going to be stunning, freezing, burning, and entangling us. They do freeze somebody at the start. So if I use this team again, we are relying on a quick cleanse from that. From our sledge. And if Centurion gets charged up, then yeah, that combines with Zulgoth really, really effectively. So yeah, the double threat here of Zulgoth doing its stuff really quickly, as well as Centurion. Still not completely happy with not having a entangle on top. It's a bit of fun. Quite liked what that Doomed Sledge done last time. Too late now, I've pressed it. I'm still thinking I should have gone a root trap at the top, but hey ho. Right, Zernabog is unfortunately still entangled, frozen. But Charleston is up, which kind of is good, but not at the same time. Look at that amount of green and brown everywhere. Oh my goodness. What have I just done? What's the lesser of two evils? We'll take this and pass the turn. Then we get all these green to brown. Or cast a load of brown. With this, no, I'm not going to lose a turn anyway. But I could cover up some of these green. Let's do this. Who should we bash that on? I think he's actually quite dangerous. Come on, where's the Morpheus medals? But I've got the Doom Sledge up, so we're going to have to go for that. Let's wallop it on them. Right, at least we've got the cleanse now, which is really important to keep this team flowing. I could cast more Sledge again, but I like the amount of brown that are there, so let's get rid of Centurion. That's a dangerous thing indeed. That Codex is really dangerous all the time. I've not got a Entangle, so I need to pick on them. That wasn't a lot of brown, it didn't seem like, but enough to get Charles Donny charged. I don't care if it's triple cheese. I'm going to turn your brain off move today. I don't want to think too much today, I've decided. Zolgoth may be impervious, but he's not impervious to a punch in the face from Charles O'Donnell. Oh, some of these 4 matches would have been better, but yeah. That'll do. Have a nice little wallop there. Get rid of Zuli boy. And a skull match. Kaboosh! Right, fairly straightforward battles in the end today, but yeah, mostly beating good teams with a hefty wallop of cheese. They received a big wallop of cheddar and Edam to the chops. But it works, and that Doom Sledge worked really well. I think that's the first time I've tried that in this team. So really useful for that quick cleanse. But there it is, 1,771 points for that battle there. That's quite good. Happy with that. So the day's total was 9,566. That's not bad for a cheesy, repeaty team. What, 3 times did I use that? And then the Grey King team 2 other times. So yeah, not a bad total at all. There's the Guild Wars battles for today. If you enjoyed the video, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now. Oh, sorry, I had a cough fit at the last minute. Bye for now.